Hello YouTube, this is Crazy Cool New Yorker coming at you today. How's everyone doing? Oh, it's beautiful out, isn't it? Sun is out, it's summertime, and love is in the air. My wife and I, Ms. New Yorker, we went out, we was hanging out in the city on Friday. Beautiful down in the city. We didn't take the bike down. Unfortunately, you know, we went down during rush hour. She had to handle some business in the city. So what we did is we drove down, but there's so much traffic. Oh, driving into the city is just so crazy. So much traffic. So we went into the city, had a great time. Mama New Yorker, my mom, she moved up to Dutchess County with us. So she watches the baby for us now. She has no problem doing that. She has a beautiful little spot. My son loves it. You know, they go walking, and I think there's a park close by her. I think. I got to point it out to her. But they go walking and stuff, and they create their own little adventures, which is good because, you know, my mom, she used to watch him when he was a baby while my wife and I was at work. And now that he's older, he's going to be 4 years old. You know, my wife actually took a little time off to help him and get him ready for school, and now she's going to go back to work in September. So just prepping him. He's 3 going on 4, and he's getting ready for pre-K4 or P4 as they would say it. He's going into one of the I guess it's an advanced class. I don't know. You know, whatever class he goes into. Hopefully he does well. You know, and he's in trouble if he doesn't because his mom is a teacher. She's actually a speech therapist, but she's not going to stand for anything less than a perfection. So he knows it too. I'm just like, my little stinker is in trouble if he brings home a bad report card. Oof. And I couldn't bring one bad as well, so I know what he's in for. So back to the city. We went into the city. And we had a really nice time. There was a lot of people out. You know, when the weather is warm, New York City was packed. Everybody's walking around. My wife went into the city. She had to take care of some business. And then we walked around some. You know, we had a really, really nice time. Just talked and planned some stuff for the summer. And then my wife was like, it's so nice. It's just for me and you, babe. I can't wait to get on the bike and for us to do our things, you know, just go off and ride. It's just us. And I always say, you and your spouse, you need that me time. Yes, the kids are everything, and you try to give them the best of everything, but you and your wife got to stay connected. Or you and your spouse, or you and you know, if you're in a relationship, you got to keep that connection, especially when kids come into the mix. Or you have a crazy, strenuous job that just demands all your time. Sometimes you just got to step away. You got to get to know you and your wife, or you and your spouse, or whoever you're in a relationship with. Again, it's so easy to get lost. It is. You hear people say all the time, we barely see each other. We work so much, and that's not good. You don't want to hear that in a relationship. You never want to hear that. Like, we barely see each other. And you're just like, well, for how long? And they're like, oh, man. You know, we haven't gone on a date or out to dinner in about 2-3 years. It's like, whoa. You know, y'all went from lovers to roommates. Basically, you know. I knew a young lady who was a newlywed, and she worked so much, and no lie, she worked so much, she was away from home from Thursday to Monday. And then she would come back into the office, and she would work until about 10 o'clock. And then she would go home. And she did this for about 1.5 years. She came home to her husband leaving her. He just said, I don't know you no more. You know, we're newlyweds, and for the first 1.5 years, I don't see you, you know? And that was sad because she was such a nice girl, and she just dedicated everything to her job. But sometimes you got to back off. You got to say, what about me? You know, what about us? We got to have our time. And I say that to everybody. It's so easy to get lost in this corporate America thing, or go get lost in this career that you're trying to build. I'm not saying walk away from it, but don't lose something that you're committed to. And my wife, you know, she said this was nice. This was nice, and it wasn't work. It was just, you know, we get a little busy, but we always made time for each other, but we just didn't go out. So it felt good, and even a simple thing sometimes feel good. And it was nothing special. We didn't do anything super crazy or anything. We was just together. We got caught in traffic. We both complained about the traffic together, but we were laughing. We both were watching people cut people off. We rode through Harlem, and we reminisced Grant's Tomb. For everybody from New York, back in the 90s and 2000s, there was on Wednesdays, they used to do Grant's Tomb. It was just basically one big barbecue, and for some strange reason, everybody showed up there. And you know, you're young, you're in college, and you just go around. It's like one big fashion show. People are meeting people, guys are looking at girls, girls are looking at guys, music's playing. That's actually when I first met Mike Tyson. I saw him get into a fight out there. The guy challenged him, and he was just like, you know, you think you're all tough and everything, and he swung on Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson ducked it and swung back, and no lie, I didn't see the punch. I did not see the punch that Mike Tyson threw. I saw the punch that guy threw, and he was a big guy, but the punch that Mike Tyson threw, I did not see it, and I was just like, holy shit. And I knew right then and there, I don't want to fight Mike Tyson. You know, the other guy was big. I was like, I could slip with that. I could get that. But when Mike Tyson swung, I didn't see it. And you felt the power. You felt that win. I was just like, oh my goodness. We all were like, whoa. And unfortunately, well, luckily for the guy, but I'm not sure if he would have been able to take it or not. You know, he was a big guy. His bouncer grabbed Mike Tyson before he could connect. So it's like Mike Tyson had to leap to punch. He was leaping into the guy to punch, and his bouncer grabbed him, pulled him back just in time, so he missed it. Then the bouncers grabbed that guy, and they just separated him. They didn't do anything. You know, they didn't mess the guy up or anything. It's just like, yo, dude, go on. He's just out here. You know, all the girls were surrounding him like, bling, Mike Tyson. You know, he was taking somebody home that day. But a great time. My wife and I we just reminisced, and it was great, you know. And unfortunately, we had like a nice long 3-hour ride back home, but that's okay. We were together, and we enjoyed every minute of it. Then we went and got my son, and then we came home, and I was tired. She and the baby stayed up a little. I think I went to bed about 10:30, and he was up watching movies. I think he was watching Finding Nemo. We took him to see Finding Dory already, so he's probably watching Finding Nemo. So what are you guys going to do? Do you make time for your special someone in your life? Do you guys go riding together? Do you guys go get in a car and make the best of a situation? You know, like I said, it's very easy to get lost and just forget. You don't want to do that, people. You want to stay together. Stay with the memories. So, I know it's a little crazy on my behalf. I know some people say you're corny, but you want to hang around your wife so much, but I enjoy it. I do. She's my best friend. You know, when you marry your spouse, sometimes they become your best friend, and she's my best friend. I have friends outside of her, you know, but she has friends outside of me, but she is my best friend. You know, friends come and go, or you lose in touch with your best friend sometimes, but that's okay. You know, you can always reconnect. But if you're in a good relationship with your special significant other, they become your best friends. You tell them your problems, your joys, your future plans. They're your backbone, your strength. But it's just me. They're the ones that look at your YouTube video first, because it was my mom and my wife that watched my YouTube video first. So I guess that's it. I'm over here in White Plains, just riding. I'm out riding. That's all I'm doing is I'm riding. I want to sign off now. As always, this is Crazy Cool New Yorker saying, ride what you love and love what you ride. Thank you.